Welcome back to the QMA channel, and today's video will be on why I think Bobby Green is one of the most underappreciated veterans in the UFC. Now, I think that as an MMA community, we need to appreciate fighters more who are just really fun fighters overall. Like, even if they're not the best, I think we need to support fighters like Bobby Green who just go out there to put on a scrap, win or lose, like are pretty active and just are like fun guys and have good personalities. Like, I feel like we need to appreciate that much more in an era where a lot of times good UFC fighters either don't have a personality like Carlos Ulberg or like the most annoying human beings ever like Ian Gary. We seem to appreciate guys who are fun like Bobby Green. And this video is sort of being an appreciation to Bobby Green. So let's get right into it. I'll just start from the most recent thing that happened. Bobby Green just went out there and beat Terrence McKinney in a crazy fight. Like, now I'm not arguing Bobby Green's the best fighter in the world, but I'm arguing that that's a pretty good win. Terrence McKinney's not bad, especially to just beat him the way he did, just landing a few good power shots, putting him out, shows he still has real power in his hands at his age. And it's an impressive win. And I think that we need to appreciate that he could have easily quit in that fight when he was getting beat up, nearly submitted. But he kept on going, kept on fighting, and was able to get the finish eventually. And I like to ask anyone, when was the last time there was a boring Bobby Green fight? So that was a great example of why I really like Bobby Green. He's just a cool guy. And then some other fights, like he beat what's his name? Grant Dawson. That's a pretty good win. Like he just like I guess Grant Dawson is not known for having the best chin, but he beat Grant Dawson so easily. Just knocked him out really fast. And around that time, he also beat Tony Ferguson. Like, these aren't like amazing wins, but these are solid wins where it's like, no, he's probably not a top 10 fighter in the world, but he's a great gatekeeper for around 15, and he's really fought excellent competition his whole career. Um, Now, well, who's not in the highest competition? He had a crazy knockout over Daniel Zellhuber and knocked him out bad. That was a really cool fight to see, and I just really appreciate guys who will just put on a performance like this and will just have fun. Like, we need to appreciate the activity too. That's one of my big things. Bobby Green consistently has fought between 2 and 4 times a year, basically his whole UFC career, and he's really old now too. You would think he would slow down? No. I think activity needs to be held at a much higher standard in the modern UFC because so many guys are just so inactive, and we need to encourage guys to be more active. Like Bobby Green, 4 straight fights, 3 fights this year, and the fourth win was last December. Give him a huge step up in the rankings. I don't care. Give him, I guess, Moicano's fighting Ortega. Give him a guy. I'm trying to think. Tom Nolan, maybe, I don't know. Whatever it is, give him someone fun and let him have fun fights. But he's really good, and I think he could beat at this point in his career. I think he could beat a lot of guys who don't have either the grappling to submit him or the power to put him out right away. Because his chin is not the best, but he could beat a lot of guys up the division. I think, and maybe I'll make a video on like I know I'll make a video on the lightweight rankings at some point soon. But yeah, and I think lastly, or not last, second to lastly, we really need to appreciate his longevity. He has like almost LeBron-esque longevity because it sounds crazy to me, but he debuted on UFC 156, which means he has been around for over half of the UFC numbered cards, and he was in Strikeforce below that before that. Believe it or not, he has been fighting since January 2008. Now, he got to when did he get the Strike Force? I mean, he was in King of the Cage. He got the Strike Force in 2011, which means he's been fighting in high level MMA for 15 years. That is absurd, and he has stayed active through it all. I believe. Let's see. Let's count. I believe he's got to be up there for most UFC fights. I would think 15, 16, 19, 23, 25, 25. He has 30 UFC fights, I'm pretty sure. And I don't see what's slowing him down. I mean, he's old, but he's not crazy old. I could see him getting to 40 UFC fights easily. I don't think he's going to be beating Jim Miller's record, but I would say he might be better now than he ever has been, which is kind of absurd. Like, he reminds me, this will be the last thing I go over. I saw this and still writing the video. He reminds me very closely of Jamal Crawford. Him and Jamal Crawford feel very similar to me. They're fun guys to watch. Jamal Crawford always driving the lane, always scoring a bunch of points. A guy you need to get a bucket, you can count Jamal Crawford. I like that. Bobby Green, guy you can always count and put up a good fight. Jamal Crawford's like always like sixth man of the year, and like Bobby Green's kind of always the best unranked guy. So that's why I view them as sort of like the same tier of guys. They're both pretty good. Both stayed around for a while, and they're both really fun guys who you're never mad to see or never mad to watch. You're always entertained by them. And while and they're skilled, but they're not the most skilled. And it's just a good to see that someone can be really entertaining and really fun personality, even though they're not the best in their respective sport. Jamal Crawford winning sixth man of the year, Bobby Green being one of the best 15th ranked gatekeepers of all time. Yeah, these guys are really fun. So that'll about do it for today. I like spreading a little bit more positivity. I feel like I've done too much negativity recently on the channel. So a little positivity towards Bobby Green. Really like him. Hope all the best for him. And I hope he gets a big shot up the rankings on Humbered card soon. Please like, subscribe, comment, whatever. You know the deal. See ya.